Clover. So we're supposed to move here. All right, so at the top right of the screen, I think is our inventory. So we just have to move our person. Whatever that means. Oh, okay. Not sure I fully understood that. Oh, okay. So, each of these symbols is now telling us how many spaces we move when we hit that direction. So we need up and down. Well, no. I'm sorry. We need to have all four things used. We need up to be a 1. We need up to be a 1. We know that. I think... Alright, we're gonna do this. Okay, there we go. Got it. I did not speak through that, but I hope you saw what my movement was to understand what my thinking of how to get through that was. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, so we need, if we want to do a... Right needs to be a 2. And then we just need to get the other things in our quadrants such that we can make the jump. So we need to get to this spot with a 2 in the right quadrant. If the 2's already in the right quadrant, that means we're coming from here. Okay. Okay, I think I've got it. No, I don't. Wait. No, okay, hang on. I think I have it. First, let's get this. Nope. Okay, I already got it wrong. I got it wrong. Let's go back. We don't want to do that yet. I do know I want up and down to be these. Okay, here we go. No, okay. We're already wrong. Okay. So. Okay, so we can't have both left and right be 2, because based on the columns they are, if we get both left and right as 2, then we're kind of stuck. So what does that mean? The 2 currently on the left has to either be an up or a down. We can't make it down, so it has to be the up. There we go. I do like this game. Oh boy. Okay, so again, the goal here is to just make sure that we can get through everything. Yes, new puzzle game, Mar. Welcome in. This is Clover's Quadrants. And basically I can move around freely at the moment. But you'll notice at the top right, there are 4 spaces with X's in them. As I move over some of these diamond spaces, those X's get filled with the direction that I moved in, and then that limits how I can move in that direction in the future. So the goal that we're going to have to worry about here is to get to that final diamond on the map. We need to be able to jump over 2 to get it. Which means we need to have a jump up of 2. So the right and the vertical have to have these 2. So the right and the vertical have to have these 2, which means left and down have the 1s. Let's grab those first. And now we get to have the fun of navigating the rest of the map safely. There we go. Hooah! Now don't ask me what the little symbol at the bottom right of the screen is, why it's a red square, or why this is a blue circle. It might be difficulty level. Ooh, everything's a 2 here. Okay. And unfortunately, they're all 3 apart from each other. So of course you can't make that easy. So we do want to get to this spot eventually. Bloxers from Miniclip. I'm not familiar with either of those. Well, maybe I can look into that. Bloxers from Miniclip. All right. Actually, this is pretty easy now that I look about it. There we go. So a really old puzzle game from pre-2010s. Okay. So this one is harder. Yes, this is definitely harder. Miniclip was a Flash game website. Oh, Flash games. Alright, I think... What? Oh, I already have the 2, that's right. I already had the 2. Let's do this. Bloxers. And now I can't make it. Okay. So... figure out how to manipulate the prism to get across the map. Oh, okay. I've seen, there was another game that came out a couple years ago that sounds pretty similar, except instead of rolling around a 1x2 prism, you were basically rolling like hot dogs or something, and you were cooking them as you rolled them across the map. And you had to basically, it was a combination of one of those and a sokoban, because you were pushing both your thing around and blocks in the map around. That was a weird concept. Okay, so what I want to do... Interesting and tasty concept, absolutely. So, alright, let's go here. There we go. A little bit harder. But good enough. I have the zeros. Oh, okay. They are nothing movements. So once you take a 0, you can no longer go left or right, or up or down, depending on what we're saying. So I think so what we want to do is keep the greens on bottom and right. So the blacks have to go on top and left. Easy enough. Graceful failure, okay. All right, so interesting. Because we want to be able to go up, we want to be able to go left. So I think doing this. There we go. Planned obsolescence. Victory lap. Okay, this one in theory is easy. Oh. There are only 3 movement things to take. All right, well, let's... Why can't I do that? Oh, I have to come at it from the other side. Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. We do this first, then that. Okay, there we go. That's an interesting way to clear those. That's an interesting way to... Oh, hello. What are we doing here? Okay, so we have to get all 3. No, we're only clearing 2 of these 3 things. I'm so confused. Well, let's start with this, because, I mean, or not. There we go. And achievement unlocked. Move past chapter 1. Oh, there's one more here. Archipelago. So, we need to use the 2s to hop over the map. So we actually need to have one of these be our down option. That should be the... If we come at that from the left into the right, we get stuck. So I'm going to come at that to put the left thing in. So I'm going to do this. Nope, that was wrong. And that's wrong. Okay, this just needs a little bit more thought. But the first thing I did there was very wrong, apparently. if I just take... And that locks all that off again. Okay, hang on. Nope, 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 that's not what I meant. If I go to the right now... No, let's not do that. Nope. Okay, yeah. So it's definitely a bit harder. So, because what we need to do is get to this spot here. If we... Hang on. Oh, hang on. I think... What if I'm looking at this the wrong way? What if the answer is to come back this way? Oh, because I need to come... Not quite what I meant to do. And in fact, we're now stuck. I don't want to do that. Oh, do I need to have the fourth one to make that count? We got so close. Okay. Which means we're in the wrong spot already right here. Alright, this one is hard. No, we're not going to do that yet. And we can't just come at this one from the right to make it our left inventory spot. Because we can't actually move our guy over there right now with the combination of moves that we need, because we can't get into this spot with our current downward movement limitation. So I think what the goal... Well, hang on. I was about to say what the goal is to, again, come at this one from the left, go back, and then left over again. So we'd have nobody in the right side, but we do need to have someone in the right side, because we can't make this jump otherwise. It needs to have all four things filled. Which means if all four things are filled, taking this left and right just completely eliminates that anyway. We need to have a vertical down jump from one of these two, because it's the only way we can access the rest of the map. And the problem is, since we need a vertical access coming down, coming at this upward then suddenly limits us to just every other row on the map, which is navigable, but it means we need to get this before we get this. And if it's every other row, we can jump back over here. So, okay, okay. Let's take this down one. Take this. Oh, nope, now we're just completely stuck. Alright, so that's not right. Let's take this down one. Now, I want to maybe come up to this. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is a problem though, because once I take this one where it is now, I'm locked all on twos. Got so close. But yeah. Damn. Bottom right one needs to be the last one somewhere. Oh, well, that's what I'm thinking, but then it's like, maybe not. Sunder, yeah. Alright, one moment. We're going to see if I do this. Oh, they have a hint thing. If you need all four, it needs to be a linear on linear 2 hop. Exactly. Are there other worlds, though? So there's chapter 1. Oh, we did unlock chapter 2. So we can try that. I guess there's more of this. So at the very start, well, let's see here. Okay, yeah, you're saying very start. Hip on the left. So like lining this up, and well, that's the last one. Hip on the left has to be the last one. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. But the question is, how do we get there? Oh, hang on. There we go. Move plus, clear all levels in chapter 1. There we go. Alright, so that is all the levels in chapter 1 now. So now we can backspace and go over to chapter 2 proper. Displacement. Alright, so well, that's odd. Because we need the 2 jump to be in the top, but we can't get at the 2 from below. How's that supposed to work? Can we overlay hips? We can push them. Alright, that's news. So the question is, how do we push the 2 around so that we can get it from below? No. We don't need to get it from below. We need to push it from here to here, go around, push it back down to here, come underneath it, and then we should be able to make it around. Okay, so if we have to push it to the right first and then to the left, that means these 2 need to be our right and left. And we need the down as well. There we go. All right. That's right. We couldn't really push anything in the previous chapter because everything was at an edge to begin with, wasn't it? All right, so now we've got some interesting things. All right, so we can't have down as 2 because then we lock ourselves out from the game. That's the only major limitation at the moment. We can have up as 2, I think. So that basically what I'm seeing here is we need to make sure that the vertical direction is both a 1 and a 2, and the horizontal direction is a 1 and a 2. If the vertical direction can't have 2 down, it has to have 2 up and 1 down, which means we need to push one of these 1s into a place where we can get it from below, which I say means this. And then we do this. Push that. Oh, we can't push it yet because we're jumping it. And that's wrong. Okay. I think it's better to push from this side. So what we can do is now jump over because we need the 1 down. So now we just do this and that. Thermal vent. So we need to get all. Okay, again, this is a split vertical and split horizontal. Well, let's see if I can just do this to begin with. Don't know if this is the right way. Actually, that's going to be quite wrong, isn't it? Because that bottom 2 can only be accessed as a right. So that one, because we can't jump down 2 because we would already have to have a 2 in the downward section. So what I did there, oh, that can still do what I did before, just make this be a left instead. All right, let's push this out of the way for the moment. But we said we... Oh, that's right. We can't... Oh, no, hang on. So actually, we can have a 2 in the right as long as we also have 2 in the up. So that's what we need to maybe plan for. Which means let's start it this way. All right, so now we can get both of these if we so choose. We still need to push this. Oh, hang on. Because I can only now push this to the left. Well, I mean, if we push to the left, it's stuck in a corner. We can get this properly now. We can walk the long way around and jump. Oh, I guess so. But now we jump over and we push it right back to where it was. We can't push it against the wall. So All right, let's try to plan it out. You know what we can do? We can start by doing this. Which actually, no, that's not a good idea. Because that bottom two has to be the right. So we can start by doing this. All right, let's just do this. No, okay, right, because I have to have the 2 in the up. I either have to have 2 in up or 1 in right. I have to have 2 in up or 1 in right. That is where our limits are. So 2 in up or 1 in right. And this 2 has to go in right. There was no other way to get this 2 than to put it in right. So there's a 2 in the right and a 2 in the up. And this 2 that's in the center right now, so this 2 in the center has to be our up one, which means we need to come at it from below somehow. Oh, okay, hang on. I see. Yeah. So 2 is up and 2 is right. So 1 has to be down and 1 has to be left. Okay. First, we do get this guy. This guy. Do the push as before, but come over, and there we go. Had to use the starting ramp, but it worked. Huzzah. Alright, so, Wandering Smoke. So this one, we have to have 1 in up, and we have to have 1 in right. So, we have to have 1 in up and 1 in right. Here's our right. We will get this. Nope, that's already wrong. So okay, here's the thing I was thinking of. If we can get a 2 in left, use it there, that pushes that over. So 2 in left and 2 in down are absolutely what we need. So how do we get there? So actually, hang on. If 2 is in left, then we can, in theory, come at this one from over here. But if 2 is in left and 2 is in down, two is in down. Let's start here again. 2 is in left. Now we need to be able to get to okay. Awesome. We're here. Fission. Oh, that's rude. Okay, so we need to have 2 in right. In order to get to 2 in right, we need to have a 1 in up No. We have a 1 in down and a 2 in up. So there's a 2 in up and a 2 in right. 2 in up, 2 in right, which means 1 has to be left and 1 has to be down. Oh, I can't further push those. Why can't I chain push? Okay, that's weird. Because I was going to say if I could chain push, I could get this 1 all the way over here and then come back down on it. But that is clearly not what this level means. Bob would have some words about not chain pushing. I know. So rude. Okay, we need, as I said, we need a 2 in up and a 2 in right. So let's take the 2 in right first, I guess, maybe. We can't do that. So yes, 1 is left and 1 is down. Okay. That's where we need to be. There we go. And so that was weird. I guess because the 2, you were jumping over 1. So then you were only pushing the 2 past it, as opposed to trying to push the 1 and the 2 simultaneously. Or it might be a similar colors thing. But I think it might have been because the 2 is a hopping motion, you only are pushing 1 at a time. Actually, one thing I need to do here, I want to check my Pokemon thing here. One moment. Where is my Pokemon? Yes, I need to catch. Need to catch that. All right. Back to the end. All right, so for this one, we need 2 in right, or 2 in left, sorry. Otherwise, it looks like we might be able to do whatever we want. So if we have a 2 in left, do I want the other 2 in the right? No, that's bad because of where the things are lining up. Because of where things are lining up, I absolutely do not want that. Oh, but here's the thing. So we can get around it like this. And then successfully push this through. Now, do I want this to be the up or the down? You need a 2 in left. That's right. I did say that earlier, didn't I? So I need a 2 in left. I would, if I want to bypass this and jump over it, I would need a 2 in the right. The problem is, I can't have 2s in both horizontal directions because of where these things are. Wait, no, I still can. Because again, we can push things like that. Now I don't want to take that just yet. That needs to be the last one that I take. Oh. All right, hang on. I think I need to push that one more over. Let me go back. No, wait. If I push that one more over, I mean, I can't right now. If I push it one more over, then I stop myself from being in this column at all, because I've already got light right and left as 2. So, because you need to bridge this gap, you have to have a left as 2, and you have to have the other 2 as up or down somehow. Actually, hang on. We can make this work. No, I know I need it. No, no, no. So the way this is looking right now is that we're forcing... Wait a minute. Hang on. No, I need to push that first. Oh, and I didn't mean to do it that way. Because yeah, you need to hop from here to here. And the only way to get from here up here is you need to have a 1 in the vertical or the horizontal. Or you need to have a 1 in one of the other horizontals. So you need 1 as your right. But I don't understand how to get out of this block without making 2 be your right. I need 2 in left to finish the problem, but I need 2 in right just to get out of this first block. Because I can't just go right here. I would, in theory, need to push it, but in order to push it, I would already have something in right. If you have a 2 in the right, okay. We need to somehow push that over. Hang on, let me try one thing here. I don't think this is going to work. Right, because I can't get back over to push it properly. And if I do this, I lose the goal. So it needs to be pushed at least once. The problem is, if I take it where it is now, then I can't come down any further. So it would almost suggest that needs to be pushed down by 1. But then... Hang on. Because we can do this. But yeah, there's no way to get through now. Alright. We are almost at the 2-hour mark here, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the bad thing. We do get a hint on the level. I'm doing the bad thing to finish stream off. Doing the bad thing. Intermediate step of the... Wait, what does that mean? Intermediate step. So, okay, this is telling us we need to have everything except one of the puzzle pieces when we are already moved down to there. And so if we're here, we move down to take it, or that doesn't help at all. Ugh. That doesn't help. I mean, I can see what they kind of want there. So it's like we're here with these other two things already claimed. Unless we can loop around, which we can't. Wait, undo. So you wanted me to be where that was. Sure. What thoughts have you? Brain mapping hold, please. Okay, no worries. Because in theory, as they said, it looked like we needed the other two to be claimed. Move orange. I can't move orange from this side because we just take it. And once I jump over here, if this hasn't been moved already, we can't go back without just taking it. Yeah, it's weird. I think, again, there was an option on the hinge to reveal more, but I'm not going to do that yet. So what you thinking here? Orange on the right is the first to take. Okay, so if we take this... Wait a minute. No, that doesn't work. That push would be weird. Hold all the... I know, there's so much on this one. Because the problem right now is the orange piece on the left, the two movement. If we take it on its current column, we lock ourselves out of the goal. But we also can't push it off of its column right now. There's no way to... We can't... Well, we can push it off the column, but we can only do so by pushing it to the left. Which means we already have taken the left inventory slot. In theory, we would want to push it to the right, but we can't push it to the right with our right slot as a 2. Because we just jump over it. So yeah, I'm gonna restart. Makes me want to have a whiteboard in my room again. Yes, I feel that. Because it's not the end of the solution that I'm having trouble with. It's literally how to get out of the starting area without limiting your options. Once I'm there, it does make you pretty stuck. Oh, you have a... Oh? I'm holding on for you here. Might be another weak thing. Yeah, I mean... This one's tricky. Yeah, I agree. I'm not coming up with any other ideas myself. Had a few. Oh, what are you drinking? Actually, I'm gonna have something after we're done here. I already had dinner. And actually quite a lot of dinner. So I don't want to have like a big dessert, but I'm gonna have a nice drink in a moment. Open a couple sours. Okay. I'm gonna mix some sort of cocktail. Ooh, black currant. That sounds good. I don't have anything black currant in my place right now, but I should look into that. That does sound really good. Anyway, we will exit level here. I guess we have the option to skip as well, but this one is it's labeled as a blue circle, so it's supposed to be easier, but I don't know about that. But no, this is a fun game. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Again, maybe we'll just I think 1, 2. The 1, 2 is the one you have to put. I mean, yeah, there's something in there. Not sure which way though. Yeah, you could maybe push something down a bit, mess with it, but I don't know. All right, so what we will do? Yeah, neither are at the ending spot. Yeah, that's the big problem. The other thing though, is if you line up with the ending spot, you have to be able to bridge some of the other gaps too, which is difficult. Anyway, that's that for now. Thanks for popping in. Really enjoyed it. We'll end the game here. Oh, there's a Pichu. That's cute. So I want a Pichu. I actually don't feel like I want a Pichu. And let's not show off my screen to everyone again. Boop, boop. There we go. And of course, we got another cloud error as we exit the game. I have to figure out what is wrong with my Steam. Every time a game closes, it doesn't want to sync. There we go. That's better. All right. Well, thanks for dropping in. Is it spiky-eared Pichu? I don't know if they have spiky-eared Pichu in the Pokemon community game. I don't think so, but they might. I'd have to look. Well, let's just try to catch it and see what happens. I'll throw a ball at it. Anyway, again, thanks everyone for popping in. Hope you enjoyed. Got 2 fun games out of this today. If you are watching the YouTube VODs right now, now is the time to do all the fun YouTube stuff. Hit like if you like the bell. Hit like if you like the video. Hit subscribe and ring the bell if you want to see more like this. I know what my outro is. I have a link down in the description to my Ko-fi page if you want to support me for any reason. It is always appreciated. And with that, I will see y'all later. Bye.